Bună dimineața. Good morning. Can you see me? Can you hear me well? Good morning from Switzerland, Sibyl. I may look a little bit different. I had an accident last night. I was trimming my beard and I made a mistake and I make a hole. Actually, it was here. I make a hole here. So I had to shave my whole beard. I haven't shaved for the last 30 years, at least. And it's a very good exercise on attachment. I thought how attached I was to my beard, to the look of the beard. And it's a very good exercise I was forced, but everything comes, everything goes. Anyway, I'm very glad you're here for this meditation, that you're taking the time to do this. You are here and maybe you don't see how difficult it is to make a decision to spend time doing something. What we are doing, it seems to be very normal. I am doing it, that's okay. But if we are aware of how many things have to happen for anything to happen, and the fact that this meditation is going on and that you are here is a very extraordinary thing. It's very unusual. Everything is unusual. Everything that happens, it has more possibilities not to happen than to happen. Even the whole planet Earth, with inhabitants in it, there is much more, millions more possibilities that should have never happened in the universe than that it happened, but it's happening. Here we are. And here we are also sitting at this moment for this meditation. And that also is quite extraordinary. We are not aware of it. There are so many reasons why we may not be here now, except that here we are. And thank you, Diana. And we should be aware of this, how extraordinary anything is. And when we become aware of how extraordinary everything is, then the next step is that a sense of gratitude should arise in our hearts. Like, for example, just to feel gratitude because we are here now. Gratitude to the whole of life that allows me to be here now. Me means everybody, all of us. to be together here now. We should feel this gratitude in our everyday life, in our everyday moment, about everything. But this gratitude should not be a forced gratitude, but it should be a natural arising based on our understandings of life. For example, based on the understanding how everything is so extraordinary and how everything may not have happened. And so I feel grateful because it is. I will connect what I just said to the meditation, but last week I finished the meditation mentioning something which I find is very, very important, which is in this meditation that we do every week, I often try to change them. I often bring different ideas or different possibilities for meditations. But when you do your meditation, and I recommend you very highly that you spend at least 5 minutes, 10 minutes every day doing some meditation. And what I recommend you is some very, very simple things. Of course, we can go much more deeper into it. And at some point, maybe we will do that. But even some very, very simple and basic points, which is try to do your meditation every day. Try to do it if you can. It's not fundamental, but if you can, try to do it always at the same time. And if you can, the same, not fundamental, but important if you can, do it always in the same place. So do it daily. There is one of the qualifications that in Sanskrit is called titiksha. Titiksha means an inner power that can pass through any difficulty. Meaning, if you decide to do a meditation every day, titiksha is the power in you that can fight with any obstacle that may appear on the way to do that meditation. An obstacle can be, today I feel tired, I'm not going to do it. Titiksha is the strength that says, it doesn't matter. And so you say, well, today I'm not going to do it. Titiksha says, okay, you have an early morning meeting, wake up half an hour earlier, and so you can do the meditation, and then you go to the meeting. Maybe there is a difficulty of the space that you often use, now is used for something else. Titiksha is the power that says, okay, I cannot do it there, I go somewhere else to do it. Titiksha is the power that can pass through obstacles and allow us to keep our spiritual sadhana, our exercise. In this case, the aim that I have to do my meditation every day. And it doesn't have to be long. Of course, if you can do it for longer, it's better. But if you have 10 minutes, that's more than enough. That is wonderful. And what I wanted to say is that you don't have to vary your meditations every day. You can just pick one meditation and stick with that one meditation for a long time. And the meditation that I will recommend you to do, the simplest, and to me, one of the most powerful meditations. Of course, there are many, many more, and many more deeper or more fundamental, but one very important meditation that one can do for a long time is simply sit, close your eyes, and allow things to be as they are. See that in our everyday life, we are always running to the next thing, moving to the next thing, never happy with what is, always wanting something more, something else, something different, something bigger, something else. A very important meditation is simply sit and allow things to be as they are. And actually, we will start with this meditation. We will spend around 15 minutes doing this kind of meditation. But then I will introduce something that we haven't done before. When the mind is more quiet, when the mind is more at peace, when the mind is more at rest, then sometimes things that we already know can go deeper into our minds. One problem that most of us have is that we have a lot of knowledge at the very surface of the mind. I mean, at the very, we can say the conscious mind. We can talk about it, we can write books about it. We know a lot of things. But then when we are distracted, what we can call, it has many names, we can call the subconscious mind, is not aware at all of what the conscious mind knows. And so the subconscious mind is going to act with its conditioning, with its past, with the knowledge from its past, and not with the knowledge that we have, which we treasure very much. And so one thing that could happen in meditation is, as we go deeper into the mind, as the mind is more quiet, more at peace, if we introduce something that we know, a knowledge that we already have, maybe that knowledge can go deeper into the mind. And so what we will do in this meditation, for the first 15 minutes, we will just quiet the mind and allow things to be as they are. And then I will introduce two quotes, the last two quotes that I sent in the last two emails, which have to do with the talk that we are doing in the evenings on Wednesday about negative emotions. And this is something that we all know, but we forget. And this forget means that the subconscious mind takes power and we respond not with what we know, but with what we experienced before, with the past. I mean, this is a long discussion. I don't want to take so much time. I even took much more time than what I wanted. We are just going to sit and do a meditation, and then I will introduce one or two ideas, not to think about them, but just to keep them in the mind. Then these quotes are going to be like, your mind is going to be like still water, and this is just going to be something that's going to be floating in that water. There's nothing that we need to do. We just let it there. We just let it floating in that still waters of the mind. Okay. I'm sorry for this long introduction, but it's very important to understand things. Anyway, that's another subject. Please sit in a comfortable position. It's important to keep your spine long. You don't have to sit on the floor, you can sit on the chair, you can have something to lie on or not, depends on what you're accustomed to. But it's important to keep your spine long, keep the chest open, soften the shoulders, keep the neck long. Don't allow this to happen. Stay open. Soften your face. Close your eyes. Put your hands in a comfortable position. We spoke last week about 3 principles that help the mind to get quiet. The first principle is try to keep your body still. Stillness of the body helps the mind to be quiet. And one way to help that stillness is just imagine that in your hands, just imagine it, you have a bowl full of water, full to the brim, completely full of water, and you don't want to spill any water at all. Connect to the body. Relax the body. Don't make the body stiff. That's very important. Don't make the body stiff. Relax the body. Really relax the body. Relax your legs. Relax your arms. Imagine you have in your hands this bowl full of water. So you're trying not to move in order not to spill the water. But the hands and the arms are very relaxed. Keep your spine long, but relax. Keep your chest open. Soften your shoulders. Soften your face. Your lips are barely touching each other. Keep your eyes closed, but soft. Feel the sensation of the whole of the body. The body is soft, is relaxed. And as much as you can, keep the body still. There is nowhere to go. We are not trying to accomplish anything. We are not trying to change anything. Simply allow this moment. In particular, allow your body, the body that you experience right now, allow it to be exactly as it is. The body relaxed. The body is soft but long. Allow your body to be exactly as it is. Maybe there will be time to change it later. Maybe you're doing a diet, maybe you're doing gym, maybe you have a sickness that you hope that it will get better. All these things are good, are fine. But in this moment, in this particular second, allow the body to be exactly as it is. Even if you're sick, even if you have a problem, in this moment, allow the sickness, allow that problem to be exactly as it is. Allow it. Everything that happens, everything has a reason to be. We may understand the reason. It may be a logical reason. Or we may not understand at all the reason. It may be an illogical reason from our point of view. But either way, there is always a reason for everything to happen. Allow the body to be as it is. In this moment, right now, in this second. Just simply connect with the body and allow it to be exactly as it is. Start to notice your breathing. Just let the air come in, let the air go out. Maybe because you just notice it, the impulse to take a deeper breath appears in you. That's very good. Let the air come in, let the air go out. And as you notice the breathing, just simply allow the breath to become natural. Don't force the breathing. Simply let it happen. Let the air come, let the air go. Remember, this is so important. There is nothing to accomplish. We are not going anywhere. We are realizing that this moment is as it is, that I am as I am. Connect to your body. Relax the body. If you can, don't move the body. Connect to your breathing. And just let the air come, let the air go. Simply be aware of the breathing. The breathing is the second point that helps the mind to be quiet. The first one is the stillness of the body. The second one is simply noticing the breathing, making the breathing natural, not forcing the breath, connecting to the breath. And the third point is the stillness of the eyes. The eyes are closed right now, but sometimes if the mind is agitated, the eyes will be moving. One way, and there are several ways, one way to quiet the movements of the eyes is to keep your eyes closed, but imagine that you're looking at the tip of your nose. There are many other ways to do this, but just for now. Imagine that you're taking a look, you're looking at the tip of your nose, and keep your eyes there. Soften the eyes. Just imagine that you're looking at the tip of your nose. And try to fix very gently, very softly. Try to fix your eyes at the tip of your nose. Soften the body. Notice the breathing. Let the air come, let the air go. Keep your eyes fixed at the tip of your nose. And then simply allow this moment to be as it is. Maybe you feel nice and relaxed and quiet. Allow that. Maybe you feel completely impatient. Maybe you feel very anxious. Maybe you're full of thoughts. You have no idea what to do. You feel uncomfortable. Allow that to happen. Allow whatever appears in this moment, allow it to happen. Don't resist this moment. And this moment means whatever you feel in your body, whatever thought you have, whatever emotions you have, whatever sensations you have, whatever appears in this moment. Whatever you are aware of, allow it to be exactly as it is. If it is pleasant, of course, it's easier to allow. If it is not, to allow. But either way, allow whatever appears in front of you, allow it to be. If you get lost in your thoughts, you can return to the body, return to the stillness of the body, return to the breathing, just noticing the air coming in and the air going out. Return to the eyes fixed at the tip of your nose. Once you return, then allow the moment to be exactly as it is. Nothing needs to happen, nothing needs to change. Just let this moment be what is. you get lost, return to the breathing. Maybe you need to return 1 time, 10 times, 100 times, or 1,000 times. It doesn't matter. Things are as they are, and right now I am allowing things to be exactly as they are. Things are anyway. It is my mind, the one that either allows or resists. But things are. The world is. The moment is. Life is. Connect to that isness of things. Connect to this isness of life. Connect, allow the isness of this moment right now. I will recommend you, for most of you, for quite some time, just do this meditation up to here and stay in this state of learning to allow. Just stay there. If you can stay there for 1 more minute, for 10 more minutes, for 20 more minutes, for 10 more seconds, try to stay in that possibility to allow things to be as they are. And that should become your meditation, your daily meditation. There is nowhere to go. There is nothing to do. There is nothing to accomplish. There is nothing to change. There is only the possibility to connect to what is always here, the isness of the moment. I think in Buddhism, they call it the suchness of the moment. Just stay there. Now, I will introduce a thought. We can say a thought. I am going to read you a quote, but a quote is nothing but a thought. I don't want you to think about this thought. I just want you to let it there. Let it float in these quiet waters of your mind. You don't have to think about it. Maybe thought will appear in it. That's okay. Just simply let it float in there. This is a very common quote, something that everybody knows, but not everybody lives this knowledge. And we live a knowledge when the knowledge is not only at the superficial part of the mind, but when the knowledge penetrates to the deeper parts of the mind. We can call it the subconscious, doesn't matter. In our time and age, we know too many things, but most of the time, we don't live what we know. So I will just want you to allow this thought to be in your mind without doing anything with it. Just let it be there, floating. I will read you this quote now. Just simply hear it, listen to it. Gratitude for what we have instead of regret for what we don't is one of the most effective ways of neutralizing bad attitudes and negative emotions. I will read it again. There is nothing that you need to do. Stay connected to your body. Stay noticing your breathing. Keep your eyes fixed at the tip of your nose. Allow this moment to be exactly as it is. Just hear this quote. Gratitude for what we have instead of regret for what we don't is one of the most effective ways of neutralizing bad attitudes and negative emotions. Gratitude for what we have instead of regret for what we don't. Float in the waters of your mind. Don't think about it. Just let it there. Gratitude for what we have instead of regret for what we don't. There is nowhere to go. There is nothing to accomplish. Just allow this moment to be exactly as it is. Gratitude for what we have instead of regret for what we don't. keep the thought in your mind. If you get distracted with other thoughts, bring the mind back into the breathing. Bring the mind back into the stillness of the body. Then allow this moment to be as it is. And then, if the space allows, think. Gratitude for what you have instead of regret for what you don't. There is a sequence. First, bring the mind back into the breath, into the body. Then, allow things to be as they are, which means the mind gets more quiet. The mind gets more still. There is no resistance to what is. And then you can just stay there. That's more than enough. Or you can bring a thought. For example, gratitude for what you have instead of regret for what you don't. We will be doing this for 1 more minute. Just bring the mind back. Allow things to be as they are. And keep the thought floating in your mind. Just for 1 more minute. And just very slowly, allow more air to come in, more air to go out. Take a deeper breath, filling the whole body with air. And very slowly start to move your arms, start to move your hands, start to stretch your arms, stretch your body. Move a little bit your neck, move a little bit your shoulders. When you're ready, if you want to open your eyes. You know, one thing I learned, meditation is not a place to learn new things. Meditation is one of the aims of meditation is to go deeper into what we already know. Meditation is not a fountain of knowledge. We don't learn new things in meditation. But we may be able to go deeper into the knowledge that we already have. So don't expect to learn new things when you meditate. But maybe we can deeper into our own knowledge. If you have any comments or questions or something that you like to write, please do so. We have another 10 minutes. If you want to stay, please do stay with me for another 10 minutes or so. If you have any comments or questions, and if not, it's good. Tonight we will do this evening with presence. We will talk again, try to, from other point of view, we will be talking about negative emotions. And I invite you to come. We do the event in Zoom. So if you have any comments or questions, if you want to give it a like to the video, please do so. Do have the aim to do meditation every day. But don't make it too big. Make it very simple. Start with 10 minutes every day at the same hour in the same place. And to me, the best time is the first thing I do after waking up in the morning. Early morning is the best time to meditate before all the movements start. Actually, in the tradition, in the yoga tradition, they speak about meditating at sunrise. It's the perfect time for meditation, or even just before sunrise. That's not for many of us, but if you can, then you will see how wonderful it is. That's, Alexandra, that's one of the most important foundations for anything that is going to come. To be grateful for being here and now. It's like this meditation, what we are doing here, is like a foundation. It's a very fundamental foundation that many people miss. They go to higher places, they try to reach these higher realms of existence without a foundation of everyday life. We need to have a foundation in which we can stand. Not many comments today. But it's fine. Things are as they are. Actually, we will speak quite a bit about this tonight. This suchness of life, this isness of life, is a very fundamental aspect of learning to deal with negative emotions. Actually, negative emotions exist because we are not aware of the isness of life. Okay, so I'm very happy to be here with you. I am very happy to be here with you, and looking very much forward to see you again next week. Hopefully very soon we will also start with the yoga classes. For me, these meditations, the talks, and the yoga classes are really one and the same thing. They're just different aspects that help us to create this foundation. Thank you, Sibyl. Anyway, thank you anyway, Sibyl. That's beautiful what Andrea said. Andrea wrote, grateful to feel the need to meditate. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Things happen. There is the suchness of life. There is the easiness of life. Things appear. and then Andrea appears that she has the need to meditate. It's not Andrea doing it. Somehow, because of a billion things surrounding everything, the whole of the universe, the whole from the very beginning of existence to this moment, makes Andrea having this need to meditate. How does it come? Why? Why she and not another billion people? Why? That understanding. That's exactly. I love very much what you wrote there, Andrea. To be grateful, to feel the need to meditate. It's very beautiful. Thank you. I'm glad I did that, Diana. But it's life give it to you. Thank you to all, and looking forward to see you either tonight or next Wednesday, or hopefully sometime soon for the yoga classes too. All the best. Ciao.